Hello, welcome to the second Let's Play I've ever done. The first one didn't go all that well, but I am still here, trying this again with NaNoRenO 2014. The reason I waited this long is because I wanted everyone to get a shot at not only finishing their games, because some people don't make that deadline, but I also wanted an opportunity for everyone to play the games that I'll be playing here today. So here's how it's going to work. I'll be doing the EVN Bingo through these videos, through these Let's Plays. And since there's not that many games to go through this time, it should be interesting to see how well I do. I have no idea. These are all blind playthroughs except for the last game I played from Silent IT. We're going to try and wrap this up in a few days. Most of the games are going to be probably one video, 2 videos, 3 at most. But when you're looking at something that was done in a month, you're looking at maybe 45 minutes to at least an hour. But anyway, that's the plan. We're going to try and stick to the plan to the best of our abilities. For now, what we've got is pretty from the folks that are preparing for us Starswirl Academy. You already know what I think about Starswirl Academy. So we're going to see how this holds up, alright? So, let's get started. I don't know if I should do voices for this. I'll try for a little bit. Where are they? I race towards the tree line. Freezing in my tracks, I spot them. I'm too late. The creature laughs loudly as it takes a bite. I can't watch this. There's so much blood. I should have paid more attention. I could have done something. I could have stopped this. Not Zap Apple. Cute. A last minute challenge. Okay. Pretty. Yeah, this is a long way from the ponies. I'm just gonna let everybody know I have the volume. Got interrupted by the school bell. I have the volume as loud as I can, or as equal as I can. But let's go through this right now. We're gonna add these. We're gonna add in these check marks. You will see the card pop up, and we're gonna kind of go through this. First, we got yes, we're in high school, so check mark there. It seems to be kinetic, but I'm not gonna go there just yet. Fantasy supernatural themes, we've already got that in, and it has text, so we got our free square. And I'm going to hold my judgment on whether or not technically this is the creator's first game, but I'm going to do some research into that and we'll calculate it in the final calculation. But so far we got 3 squares filled, so let's move along. The bell rings loudly in my ear. Where am I? Oh, I must have dozed off. I stretch. Math has always been boring, but sometimes the teacher can just drone on forever. That sounds like a self-fulfilling prophecy if I ever heard one. Okay, hold on, we're gonna do this. Let me get into the options here, if it'll let me. Just turn it down a little bit, because I want you guys to be able to hear me. Had this problem in my last playthrough, where the volume was over my voice. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. But anyway, back to our game. What's the point on giving the lecture on pre-calc anyway? I let out an unintentionally loud yawn. A stifled giggle flows from across the room. I recognize that laugh anywhere. Here we go with the cutesy crap. Anyway. Tomo. I've known her since we were freshmen. She's been my friend since we started high school. We don't have much in common, but for some reason we really click. It's lucky for me, I don't make friends well. Okay, we're gonna add, unless someone comes in, I'm gonna go ahead and call an all Japanese cast here. So we got the fantasy, the all Japanese cast, the free square, and the anime style artwork. Now, if we could only see where this is taking place, and if this is not in Japan, we got a bingo on the first try. That might be history. Shadow might hate it. Because of course I would get a bingo on the first try with her not playing, but we'll see. Lately we've been spending a lot of time together. More than usual since the beginning of our last semester. Guess it all falls into place when your schedules are exactly the same. Pedantic, but okay. As a matter of fact, we have the next class together too. Okay, we get it, for God's sake. Hey, you! Well, damn. No decency at all! My view is suddenly obstructed. I look up and I recognize her face, but a name doesn't immediately come to mind. She's one of the popular girls on campus. Definitely not on my level of social class. Why is she talking to me? She looks excited. Hey, you okay there? She drops her books on my desk to capture my attention. Rude? Really? Come on. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. You. Very creative with the character names here. You. Can I ask you a question? Interesting. If you guys saw that the bar, when the bar disappeared, this part didn't. Yeah. She taps her fingers together and looks me in the eye. You're into that paranormal stuff, right? Like ghosts and zombies and all of that? Not gonna try and attempt a female voice because I suck at it, but you may hear me attempt it. My voice would just try and do it automatically. I nod slowly. Last week I brought one of my Hunter magazines to class. Oh god, what's that game? The one last night at the hospital all over again. Hunter, as in Ghost Hunter. Yep. It fell out of my bag in class and I've gotten hell for it ever since. It's not like I'm addicted to the stuff. I just dabble. Okay. But I suppose if someone like her wants to talk about it, I wouldn't mind so much. What? Someone like her? Are you attracted to this? Whatever. Oh, I can't believe I've forgotten your name. I wonder if she knew it in the first place. No, she didn't. She sighs and pokes her cheek. Oh well, I didn't expect her to know it anyway. It's Akira. What's that? I think I still have nameable protagonist as a square. Hold on, let me see. I don't have nameable protagonist as a square. Okay, so I can't take it. But we're gonna call ourselves I don't like making joke names. Not that I take this completely seriously, I'm not good at joke names. So let's call ourselves we'll just stick to what they said. I really don't no, I really do want to create something, but I don't want to be stupid. I leave all the talented joke names to Jay the Otaku. So it's and I'm not gonna call myself my name because that would be weird. That guy. Just leave it like that. It's that guy. That'll work. I guess that is kind of a joke name. I don't know why I went through all that spiel. Anyway, right, that guy. I won't forget it. Moving on. And you're Kyrie, right? Yeah, that's her name. Most everyone in the school knows it. So we're locking in the whole Japanese cast thing. We're locking that in right now. She nods and reaches her hand to me. What is this girl even after? My vote for class president? Moving on. No, that wouldn't make sense. We've only got a few months of school left. As I grab her hand to shake, she squeezes mine and giggles. So, have you heard about the recent vampires? Have you heard of the recent vampire sightings? Vampires, huh? Never really piqued my interest. Of course, typical for a girl to be interested in vampires. What does that mean? Is that a Twilight knock? Or whatever. A lot of the... I'm going to get into this at the end. I'll give you guys my full review of the game at the end. But this is kind of writing where it doesn't really lead anywhere. That's where it's just kind of... It's more of a conversation with the player than a conversation with the characters to build character development. Please stop that. Just have conversations. You don't have to have these kind of bad jokes. Besides, Twilight is dead, hopefully. Probably some skewed fantasy of... Oh, God. Moving on. But of course, I've heard about the sightings. See, that's all you have to say. I read it in a blog, or the news. I saw it on the news. Smooth, that guy. Just show her how much of a dork you are. Blog? Really? They're talking about how there have been strange sightings in the area before the murders. Bats and strange shadows. Shadowy figures and pale skin. Kinda like this, huh? $10 says she's a vampire. And victims. Isn't that just fascinating? No! Who's this girl again? Little Miss Popular Kyrie? Loved and adored by the entire student body Kyrie? I guess even the normal ones have their dark secrets. Yeah, moving on. And I guess it's pretty cool that it's coming from Kyrie. No, it's not. Most girls like her would never give me the time of day. She wants to eat you. She wants to eat you. You want to hang out with me after class today? I've got something I'd like to show you. It's not good that I'm predicting this game. Show me what? Is this even happening right now? I've seen her around almost all year, but she's actually talking to me. Thinking you can tap that, eh, that guy? I've got nothing else to do today. God damn it, should have gone with, oh, I'd love to, Kyrie. What is wrong with me? Great, text me after school. Let's out. No. Back that up. Great. I don't know where that deep voice came from. Great, text me after school, let's out? She grinned softly and sliced me a sheet of paper. A phone number. Sure thing. I fold the paper. So what was that about that guy? I stand up to meet Tomo and sling my backpack around my shoulder as we both walk out of the classroom on our way to the next period. Okay, this sounds like some generic incompetent music, but I'm not gonna call that one just yet. Well, it's sounding like, I guess it's supposed to be any gender, but because they're not giving the protagonist a gender, so I can't call that too. But I'm holding on to the blocks I got right now, and maybe it's a kinetic novel. Definitely got. We got a good bit. I don't know. We'll see. Let's move on. You know that girl, Kyrie? What will Little Miss Popular want with you? The hell is that supposed to mean? Have you seen me? I'm that guy. Hey! I nudged Tomo with my elbow. What wouldn't a pretty girl like that want with me? Okay, this is leaning closer to being a guy. So, I don't know. If there's any real sign of that by the end, we're gonna check that off. Tomo. It's disrespectful. No idea, but she gave me her phone number. I smile as I type it into my phone contacts. And it's ridiculously outdated phone. I don't know about this, that guy. What's not to get? A girl gave me her phone number. Isn't that a little, odd? Why are you still smiling if you're warning me about this? Am I that pathetic in this game? I take offense to that if she wasn't entirely right. Okay, I am that pathetic in this game. But who knows? It could be my lucky day. I mean, yeah, she seems nice, but what do you think she's after? The D? Oh, no. She says she's interested in the recent vampire sightings. Unlike some people I know. Tomo sighs. I don't really know much about vampires, but they seem interesting enough. It's not like I've never seen a vampire movie, I just don't spend my free time reading about them. If someone like that is interested, though, I might as well take a look, right? Just watch your back, okay? What if she's a vampire? It's daylight! Never mind. We're obviously not following typical vampire convention here in the middle of a Japanese preteen school. Sure, and I'm the Pope. Hey now, you never know. She's only been here for a year. How do you think she could have been so popular so fast? You shouldn't point out the obliviousness of your script. But moving on. by not having a super abrasive personality? Hey! Tomo giggles a bit. I will spare you guys my girlish giggle. Hell, if I ever met a vampire that pretty, maybe I wouldn't mind taking a bite out of me. Oh, that guy, you poor, poor fool. Another sigh. Where was his facial expression 2 scenes ago when she was chewing me out for being that desperate? Typical. I smirk. Tomo hates it when I talk about girls. Do you even know what it's like to be bitten? I haven't met a vampire. Okay, let's put a stick in this right here. Are vampires real in this world? Because if vampires are real in this world, shouldn't it be more... I know you only have a month to build this up, but shouldn't there be something more there than a blog about vampire sightings and rumors and innuendos? I don't know. Maybe I've been watching too much. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I was about to say, maybe I've been watching too much Grimm, but not a lot of vampires in Grimm. I mean in general, dummy. Still a no. Why? Do you want to... Why do you want to bite me? Don't tip me. Oh, okay, this is just getting uncomfortable. So I'm guessing... like... Yeah, let's have the girl threaten to bite you. That's normal, friendly conversation, right? So I'm guessing we're not hanging out after class today. I'm not sure. I mean, Kyria just gave me her number. Maybe it won't be such a big deal, though. I'll see what she wants and then call you and let you know if I'm free. She doesn't look too thrilled. Hey now, we'll hang out tomorrow. Promise. We'd better. Ah, there we are. I just sent Kyria a text. I scroll through my contacts. It doesn't take long. The screen is completely black. Give her the flashing number anyway. I only have 4 people in my phone. Mom, Dad, Tomo, and now her. Hey, where do you want to meet? I pack my belongings. Suddenly I'm feeling a bit of panic. What if this is all some sort of sick joke? What if... Never mind. Meet you at the park entrance. Well, I guess I've already dug myself a hole. My reputation can't possibly get any worse. You'd be surprised. Despite what Tomo has to say, I'm going along with this. The park Kyria was talking about is Circle Park. It's on the way back home. On the way to a lot of things, actually. Like the name implies, it's smack in the middle of town, and despite being called a park, it's actually huge. A forested area with tons of hiking trails and some clearings here and there where the park features are. But if you want to get across town on foot, the fastest way from point A to point B is through Park C. Ha 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 ha, whatever. I used to play here as a kid, but now I just pass through on my way to school. Kyria is waiting for me at the gate. She waves and walks to meet me. Hello, that guy. Thanks for meeting up with me. Hi. Smooth. It's no trouble. I look around. I'm still expecting a hidden camera crew to jump out at any moment. Well then, shall we? I nod and stand up and walk by her side. So far, so good. She hasn't shown any sign of cold feet. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get tarred or feathered or bitten. But I'm walking home with one of the most popular girls in school, and yeah, we all see where this is going. And she's actually talking to me. We walk around for a while. She tells me about how her family came to town from a larger city in Transylvania. If I'm being honest, I don't really hear much of what she's saying. Her voice is kind of mesmerizing in that cartoon princess sing-song kind of way. And I'm fortunate enough for my parents to be paying rent. I can't believe she invited me over. I'm sorry if my place is a mess. I've just been very busy lately. Learn to respect period marks, JP. She fiddled with the keys as she pushes the door open with her body. Her apartment isn't even dirty. Well, at least not compared to my room. quiet colored walls, basic furnishings, a spot of trash here and there, but otherwise immaculate. Make yourself at home. Need anything to drink? No thanks. Are you sure? Carrier walked over to the fridge and opened it, revealing a wonderful array of drinks and food. I raised my hand to decline, but wow, she's really lucky if she gets to live on her own like this. I'd have to wait until college before I'll get to live by myself. She takes the juice for herself and crashes onto her couch in the corner of the room. And your parents pay for all of this? They have been for the past year now. Doesn't it get lonely? Kinda, but that's why I appreciate having company over. And my parents do visit on occasion. But they're currently out on the country on a business trip. Business trip? I looked at the view of the town from the window. This is a really nice apartment. Her parents must be rich. So, since you're the expert here, what do you know about vampires? Jack squat. Expert? Me? They drink blood, right? I move closer to the couch and sit next to her, setting my backpack near her feet. Come on, that guy. Even I knew that. What does she want to hear? A Transylvanian accent? They're super strong and cunning. Sharp teeth, a weakness to garlic and silver, and a common practice of killing them was driving a stake through their heart. Whoa. Kara almost had a strange smile on her face. Tomo was never really interested in the violent details. This should all be a red flag. I'm actually a bit excited. Backing up. I'm actually a bit excited. I've got someone to talk about this stuff. Should be with. That's what kept tripping me up. Alright, I've got something to show you. Kyria flipped to an open book on top of her coffee table. It says here, humans unwittingly interact with vampires on a daily basis. Hiding in plain sight is a classic vampire MO. Why are they being this obvious? Either she's a vampire or the other girl is a vampire. Or maybe they'll go the red herring route and I'm the vampire. Now that would be meta. The finest trick of the devil is to persuade you he doesn't exist. Not how the quote goes, but okay. So you could be friends with a vampire and you wouldn't even know it. I shake my head. Doubt it. I don't have too many friends to begin with. Kyria still with a laugh. Why would a vampire want to be friends with a human anyway? We're so boring. We're not as strong or as fast as them. Wouldn't it make sense for them to just be after our blood? Kyria shrugs and tilts her head. Vampires are people too, right? No! I'd be lonely too if I had to kill a quarter of the people I met. Well, when you put it that way, I guess a vampire would need a support group. No! Okay. Why are they trying to make vampires sympathetic unless... Okay. Oh, my head. If we're supposed to be scared of them as the first scene of the game implied, why are you trying to make them out to be a sympathetic creature? Whatever. Is this supposed to be a part of her seduction and her vampire ways? Because if so, she's doing it wrong. Just bite the idiot and be done with it. Talk about Hemoholics Anonymous. Okay, that was kind of clever. Hello, my name is Dracula and I'm a hemoholic. Kira looked at me confused. Oh man, that was stupid. Yeah. Kira giggled softly. Hopefully that wasn't a pity laugh. My self-confidence is already shot as it is. Do you think humans will consciously befriend vampires? You'd think the answer would be no. It's not? No, I meant having a vampire friend could have its perks. It'd be like being friends with a superhero or a police officer. Red flags all over the field. Flag on the play. Obviously creepy chick on the couch. Except superhero and police officers wouldn't suck your blood. Neither would a good friend, right? Not if they were the two last living things on Earth. People do extraordinary things in extraordinary circumstances. Why is this a normal conversation in this game? This only works if we establish that vampires are real in this world, and rumors and innuendos don't count as establishing that. And I don't think I put friendship in front of survival. Then again, like I said, I don't have too many friends to begin with. Well, better to have them as a friend than an enemy, I suppose. Sorry, I almost hit the stop button. Carrier pulls out a short stack of newspapers and magazines. Wow, this is getting creepy. I spent the majority of the early afternoon reading what she had to offer. Historic occurrence of vampirism, a tuft of police and medical reports describing incidents of mutilated victims, and of course a good handful of phony magazine articles. What the hell? Vampire wins local chess tournament by mind reading. Credible or not, I still have a pretty good time. Carrier yawns and stretches. Wow, it's getting pretty late. Is that my cue to leave? No, you don't have to. I checked my watch. It's probably about time I get home. I'm pretty sure math homework isn't going to do it itself. I stand up and pick up my backpack from the floor. Oh, and that guy? Can I ask you a question? Just one last exchange before you have to go? I turn around to hear her out. Yeah, what is it? Why did you decide to come with me today? What kind of question is that? Is it because you think I'm pretty or popular? Because you didn't think I'd be into this sort of things? Of course she's super pretty and popular, but that can't be the only reason, right? Think that guy. No, it's not that. I don't have too many people to talk to about this stuff. Hell, I don't have too many people to talk to at all. It's just, a lot of people know who I am. But you're one of the few who have actually taken the time to get to know me. You think a girl as popular as her would have a ton of friends. Turns out she's just as lonely as the rest of us. Kira looks at me and smiles. So thank you, that guy. I'll see you out. Kira stands up and falls behind me. I'll see you tomorrow, that guy. Stay safe. Kira smiles as she waves from her door. Well, she certainly had a lot to share. Never really had her pegged as someone like me. Just going through the motions, with a whole different kind of person on the inside. I enter the park gates, quickest way home and all that. We're closing in on the 30-minute mark. If this thing isn't wrapped up in the next 3 minutes, we're going to go to video 2. It's a bit chilly for April, but the sun sets behind the clouds as I walk. The cold air feels a bit thin to breathe. My feet hit the pavement at a rhythm unfamiliar to me. The park paths are fairly empty, but people are here nonetheless. A couple of kids in hoodies keeping to themselves. What if they're vampires? Oh man, now I'm on edge. You're an idiot. They look up at me, but I can't quite make out their faces. I look back down to avert my eyes. When I see them pass out of my periphery, I look back up to find the path out to my street. Okay, we're gonna I feel like we're about to see something happen, and I want to end it on the strongest note possible, so we're gonna just push through. We got another minute or so let's just see what happens. The sun tips over the horizon. As I pull my head up, I see some dark forms in the distance. A shadow. It stands there, almost flickering, blowing in the wind, stealing my breath. I rub my eyes and the silhouette is gone. I look around and pick up the pace, anxious to get home. My footsteps quicken as I hold my backpack tighter to my person. That shadow, whatever the hell that was. Probably nothing, right? It's just been a long day. Probably my eyes just playing tricks on me. My heart's beating fast. I'm not sure if it was just from me walking faster or if I'm actually scared. Okay, at least I'm home now. I unlock the door and slide inside. I flick a couple of lights to make my way to the living room. Surprisingly, my parents aren't home yet. I check the clock. Oh, I thought it would be a lot later on in the day. Excuse me. I dropped to my bed and closed my eyes. What was that shadow from earlier? Okay, we're gonna pin it here, and when we come back with part 2, we'll see what that beep was. It's actually starting to pick up a little bit here. A lot of kind of dragging without character development, but you get the broad strokes. We'll see if they can fill it in. So I'll see you guys in part 2.